seasons. About what a tree is going to look like for each season. I need you to turn around, please. Eyes up front. Okay? First season that we have is spring. The sun shines more and the days begin to get warmer. Does it get warmer during the spring?
Yes.
Yes. Spring is a time when baby animals are born. Can you think of some baby animals that are born during the spring, Dylan?
Ducks.
Ducklings, very good. Andrea, can you think of another animal that's born during the spring?
Frogs.
Frogs. Courtney, what else is born during the spring?
Baby birds.
Baby birds. And what are they born out of? You know
A nest.
a nest. And what about eggs? Are they born out of eggs?
Yep.
Very good. Carmen, can you think of another animal that's born during the spring?
A baby zebra.
Baby zebras can be born during the spring. Very good. Now, spring is a time when plants and trees wake up after a long winter's nap. Which means what? What begins to grow on the trees?
Leaves.
Leaves and what else?
Flowers.
Flowers. Very good. Spring showers help to warm the earth, moisten the soil, helping new plants to grow. So this is the time when the rain comes down on the seeds and helps the plants what? Sprout, right? It helps them grow. Everybody see the rain in the corner? It's important during the spring. The next season is, what is this? Summer. We have long, hot days. How hot does it get during the summer? Somebody tell me. Say it. How hot?
Hot.
Very good. Are you sweating during the summer sometimes?
Yes.
Yes, because that's the hottest season of the year, correct?
Yes.
Very good. Summer fruit and vegetables are ready to be picked. What's something that we eat during the summer, Dylan? What's this?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. What else, Daniela?
Apples.
Apples. Those come off during the fall, but we can eat those during the summer too. What else, Courtney?
Bananas.
Bananas. We can eat bananas during the summer. What else, Sandy? Oranges. Very good. What about strawberries? And what about blueberries? They're really good. Okay. You see many bees and butterflies fly flower to flower. What are they doing? What are they doing, Carmen?
They're flying in butterflies like they're big.
Yeah, and they're going from flower to flower. They're pollinating each flower. They're feeding the flowers so that they can what? Grow, right? Very good. What's the next season? What's this season? Fall. And what do the leaves do during the fall? Let's see. Who am I not caught on? Riley. What do the leaves do during the fall? They fall. Yes. What colors do they turn, Riley?
Green and blue and red.
They're
And black.
and yellow. What about yellow?
Orange.
Orange and
Red.
red. Very good. Okay, hands down.
And purple.
Picking fruit and vegetables. What do we pick during the fall?
Pumpkin.
Fall. What else? Junior? No, we don't pick strawberries during the fall. What about apples? Do we pick apples during the fall?
Yes.
Very good.
Pumpkins.
Animals get ready for winter. What's something that hibernates? Samuel, what hibernates in a cave? What about a bear? Does a bear get ready for winter? What else climbs up in a tree and takes nuts up the tree? Carmen. A squirrel. A squirrel gets ready for fall. And what does he do? He's storing up his nuts so he has food to eat, right? What's the next season after fall? Winter. What happens during the winter?
Stuff falls down sometimes.
And it gets very, very cold. Very good.
Sometimes
Yeah.
stuff does not fall.
Sometimes the snow doesn't fall. You're right. 'Cause
A
in North
polar
Carolina,
bear.
it doesn't fall on the ground.
Polar bear.
Shh. Children dress warmly to play in the snow. What are some things that we wear outside? Olivia.
Jacket. Yeah.
Jackets. What else, Nathan?
Hat.
Look at the girl in the picture. What is she wearing?
Hat.
She wears hats. Very good. Skylar, what else? Please do not make hand things on the screen, please. Boots, very good. Okay, hands down. Hands down, please. Animals head to their winter homes. Like I said, bears head to their winter homes, and squirrels and birds, what? They fly.
In the summer.
They fly south. They do not like cold weather. Do birds like cold weather?
That's right. You gotta tell them. Winter stuff. You gotta tell them what better for the bear.
So next we're going to look at the trees and what they look like from each season, from one season to another. And
Is it gonna be a video or word?
what does it look like in the spring? What do the trees look like in the spring?
Flowers.
Flowers, very good. And what comes after flowers, Gina?
Apple. Apple.
Well, yeah, on an apple tree.
Leaf.
What does a normal tree look like during the summer? Green and fall. Does it not look fall? I love common trees during the summer.
Me too, but I can't.
What about the fall? What do the leaves look like in the fall, Alfonso?
Cause they fall.
They fall from the ground. What colors are they, Isaiah?
Underneath all
They fall down. They can be orange and yellow and what else? They can be red. How many people have seen really pretty red leaves? And what does the tree look like during the winter? Skylar. Are there any leaves on the tree? And there's no apples on an apple tree, but on normal trees there's nothing, right? And sometimes there's what on the ground? Snow.
And no flowers.
And no flowers. Very good. So, we're going to look at the importance of a tree and why it's important. Parts of a tree. Trees are an important part of our daily lives. Do you think they're important? What are some things that are made from trees? Dilly?
Paper.
Paper. Very good. What else? Andrea?
Pencils and trees.
Now, does everyone use paper and pencil? A majority of people use paper and pencil. You're right. It's very important. They also absorb carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is very, very bad. But oxygen is good because we breathe with oxygen, right?
What is
So we have to have trees, right, to help us, right?
What is that?
Do what?
What is that?
Carbon monoxide.
What is that? Oh, and drugs.
That's that too. Okay. Trees make our environment beautiful with their different colors, flowers, and shapes, and they provide us with the shade and relief from summer heat and harmful rays. How many people have shaded themselves under a tree? They help keep you cool, right?
Yep.
Trees help absorb the rain and help stabilize the weather. Trees are very important to us. So are trees important?
Yeah.
Very important.
Us.
Now, what's an important part of a tree? What about the leaves? Are leaves important? Do you remember what we talked about leaves?
Yeah.
What do leaves do?
They
Courtney, can you tell me why leaves are important to a tree?
because they want the tree to grow and get apples and flowers.
So they're the source of what? Food, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones that turn the sugar into food and send it to what? Different parts of the tree. Very good. And branches are important too because they help transfer that food from one part of the tree to the other, right?
Yeah.
Whoop! I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Hey, you kicked me too.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Are you okay, sweetie? All right. Roots are important too. Does anybody know what the roots of the tree do? Skylar.
When they plant them, they turn and move, and when they grow in the water.
Into trees. Very good. She made a very good point. Roots are the support system of the tree. They help keep the tree stable, right? They also take nutrients and water from the soil and feed it to other parts of the tree. They also anchor the tree to the ground. What's an anchor? Feeling.
Anchor, well, it's kind of like, I forget what an anchor is, but
Anyone see an anchor in a boat? It helps hold the boat down, right? So the roots help hold the and it keeps it from moving from one side to the other. So roots are important. Do you think roots are important?
Yes, they are.
Oh, and finally, the trunk. Now, why does a tree have a trunk?
Because it holds it up, and also they cut it, and we can make stuff out of it.
What can we make out of the trunk?
We can make pencils, papers,
Firewood. Very good. That's what I was looking for. The trunk of a tree supports the branches and transports water and minerals from soil to the rest of the
We can
tree.
make a house with it.
Very good. Please do not interrupt me. The trunk supports the tree as it grows taller. In order to reach the sunlight, it needs to continue growing. The trunk is covered with a tough outer covering of bark. How many people have seen bark on a tree? It's like our skin. It helps protect the tree, right?
Yep.
The layer under the bark is called sapwood, and the center of the trunk is called heartwood. Say heartwood.
Hotwood.
The center of the tree is called the heartwood. In
order
order to find out, this is interesting, the age of the tree, because you know, we can tell our age by when we were born, right?
Yep.
Okay, so in order to find out the age of a tree, you count the tree layers or rings on the trunk of a dead tree. How many people have seen a tree cut down? Dylan, honey, where are you going?
I have to go to
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, the rings are thick or thinner, and it helps you tell how old the tree is and when it was planted. And the rings are thicker or thinner depending on the temperature and the weather that year, as well as other environmental conditions. So how can you tell the age of a tree? By counting the rings in the tree, right? But first you have to cut it down.
Yes.
And it's not good to cut down.
What are rings?
They're little rings. We're going to go outside and you're going to see it. Now, last one. Now, we cannot have the trunk, the roots, or the leaves without what? What do we plant in the ground?
Seeds.
Seeds. A tree cannot grow unless it comes from a seed. Like many plants, a tree begins from a seed. Inside each tree seed is a tree waiting to be born. Samuel, turn around. Sam, turn around. Look up at the screen. Once the seed sprouts, it grows into a seedling that grows into a sapling, and eventually the sapling grows into a tree. And they produce their own seeds. It's almost like a pumpkin. A pumpkin has a seed inside of it. Trees produce their own seeds. So once you replant them, it grows another tree. Okay? Isn't that interesting?
Yes. How does it do that?
That's the way God made them. He put the seed so that it can replenish itself, so it can make more trees. So once it dies, it can create another tree.
That's the last one.
That's the last one.
How
Turn around. Sit down. Okay, I need everyone to be quiet. So, can someone tell me, for review before we go outside, what are the parts of a tree? Preston, what do we talk about?
Well, you know, some trees, they need seeds to grow, but when you cut them down, it makes another tree.
Yeah, because you use more seeds to grow another tree. Very good. So we have the seeds. What else what else is made up of in a tree? Samira.
Fruit. Pencil.
Samira is speaking.
You can make paper bits.
Very good. What is a part of a tree? You have what? What's on a tree? Leaves. Very good. So we have seeds, we have leaves, Nathan.
And barkwood.
What else, Courtney?
Roots.
Roots. Okay, so we have seeds, we have what else? Leaves, we have roots. Dylan, what's the middle of the tree called?
What?
What's the middle? What's the bark?
It's a bar.
The trunk.
Trunk.
Trunk, right?
Trunk. Like an
So
elephant.
we have, kind of like that. We have seeds, we have roots, we have leaves, and we have the
Seeds.
trunk. Is the branches important too?
Yes.
Branches are important too. So we have 5 things we have to remember about a tree. So we're going to go outside and we're going to look at a tree. We're going to look at the parts. And then we're going to find out the width of the tree. And then you're going to do a rubbing. Does anybody know what a rubbing is?
Yes.
You're going to take the paper and put it over the tree, and you're going to rub it, and you're going to be able to see the texture of the tree. Or the bark of the tree. Very good. Have you seen Max and Ruby? Did they do that on there?
I saw the Max and Ruby.
Okay.
Oh!